Hello everyone, and welcome to Family Fry Crafts. Today, I'm going to show you how to make these really cute, adorable mermaid scale ornaments. I just kind of made them recently, and I've gotten a lot of hits on them. And of course, my girls really want me to make them a set, so I'm going to. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So the materials that you're going to go ahead and need is, of course, 6x1 vinyl, which is a permanent vinyl. Which I normally kind of get at 6x1vinyl.com. Link will be below. Your glitter, which is what I have right here. So I have 3 different kind of colors, as you can see from the ornaments. This is the sparkling, let's see here, there we go, sparkling glitter. I got this from Target. Your cups, you can use any kind of cups you want. Your weeder for your vinyl. A card to kind of like flatten out the vinyl with the transfer tape, which you also need. Your polyacrylic, which I got this from Walmart. It's lasted me for a while. And then like a ketchup, whatever kind of bottle that you want that has a little nozzle and a lid. I got this at the dollar store for like 2 for $1. Scissors, and then of course your glass ornaments, which I got these ones from Consumer Crafts, which the link will also be below. And then the design I got for the mermaid scale is Design Bundle, which I will also have the link below. It's like a few dollars or something like that, but it's really not that bad. And so let's go ahead and I'll show you how to make these. Okay, so once you have your design, what you're going to try and do is go to Upload, and then go to Upload Image, and then we're going to browse for it. Let's see. And then of course you would find it wherever, what folder you have. I actually have mine already uploaded. So once you have it uploaded, it's gonna be kind of like grayish in the areas that you're gonna want for you to weed out, which I will show you here in a few minutes once I find it. There it is. So this is what it's gonna look like. So pretty much, and it's a little bit of a hassle, these little, where you kind of see the grid, where you see the grid kind of popping through the scale parts, that's all going to be grayed out. And then of course this is like a print-a-cut. I don't want a print-a-cut, so we're going to do no fill, which makes it the vinyl. So once you turn around and get everything like ungrayed out on the scales, this is what you're going to have left. And make sure you save that. And then you want to do the no fill because you don't want to do a print-a-cut unless you really want to. And then I'm going to go to shapes and I'm going to use my circle. And I actually measured this out. You can actually do 6 of these circles alone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get close to the edge as possible. I'm going to highlight it. And then I want to slice it out. Have that sliced out, I'm going to get rid of my big thing. So as you can see, it sliced the stuff out. I exit out of that. And so once I had the big thing part out, I took this part out, which you'll have like 2 of them. And then of course you'll have this. So you can keep this if you want. I kind of don't see a purpose for it to me. So, let's see. Are they both some? Oh, okay. So as you can see, they're both still the vinyl, but one's black, one's gray. So you can easily just make them both gray or whatnot. Or you can take away one. And then what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to come around here and measure it. And I already know these ornaments are 3 inches by 3 inches. So that's exactly what I'm going to make them. And then I want to duplicate one of them to make it the 3rd one. And then I'm going to take it to my machine. And what I like to do is I kind of like to not have it all by the red line. It really helps, because then it's not on the edge. So I like to kind of like space them out a little bit so it gives me my room to cut in between and then weed it out. So I'm going to take this to my machine, which of course you will pick vinyl and whatnot. So this is going to my machine. I'm going to let it print out, or cut out, I'm sorry. And I'm going to go ahead and weed it, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. See you back in here in a few minutes. Okay, so once you have your vinyl cut out and weeded out, it'll look like something like this. I just kind of made them into circles. This is what's going to go on top of the ornaments. But first, I'm going to go ahead and, since I already have my polyacrylic in here, I'm just going to pop off the top and fill these up. So if you've seen my bee video, it's pretty much practically exactly like that. It's just, you had to take that extra little step with design space and whatnot to get your design that you want. If you haven't seen a video, pretty much exactly what this is going to be, you just put your polyacrylic in here and then you just swirl it around so it coats the inside of the edges. And then as soon as you get a little closer, I start tipping my ornament here, and I'm going to turn it from side to side. As you can see, I'm getting a little bit of some pool there. So again, just tip it to side and let it drain out. And with the glitter, you do not have to use the glitter I have in this one. I just thought it was really freaking cool with the different kind of colors and whatnot. But you can use single color, you can mix up the colors, you can do whatever you want. So with those kind of containers, I mostly have them in something else but I went ahead and dumped it in some of my styrofoam. This will make it a little easier because I'm going to be dumping it back in once I'm done. So once you do that, once you have your polyacrylic coated, you're going to pour the glitter in. And I suggest you doing this over a trash can because sometimes the glitter pops out and it gets everywhere. And again, just like you did the polyacrylic, you can swirl it around, you can shake it. If you do shake it, just make sure you have your fingers over the hole. And I kind of shake a little bit of the excess out. So here's one of your mermaid scales. And then once you're done with that, you kind of want to pop that top back on. And these get a little tricky. Oops. Okay, this one wants to be really stubborn. And then you want to put the top back on. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the rest of them. And what I normally do is, if I have some of my polyacrylic left, which I do, I just kind of pour it back. I just pour it in my other ornament, so I'm not going back and forth so much and wasting so much of my polyacrylic. And again, just do the same thing. Again, same thing with this color. I did the exact same. So in all three colors, I did the same thing with the styrofoam cup. Put the glitter in. It makes it just a little bit easier, especially, you know, if you're making multitudes of these. Which, I mean, these will make great, and I mean great Christmas presents, birthday, anniversary, whichever. I mean, I know I'm probably going to make some for my kids and their cousins and whatnot. And there's your other one. So you see, another one. And then we'll do the exact same thing. Do the third one. So again, quick, easy process. Really not hard. Super fun, super quick. For the most part. Depending on how you look at it. And then if you have any polyacrylic left in your cup, you can always just put it back in your bottle, depending on how much you have left. And again, next, orange, pink, green, yellow, whatever's inside. So when I actually saw these glitters, the first thing I really thought was, ooh, mermaid tail or mermaid scale ornaments. And I thought that was like a really cool idea. I mean, I will admit, these kind of glitters are a little bit more expensive. They're like $4 for the thing, but I mean, it can pretty much probably take it good. A little bit, depending, but of course, I never really worked with chunky glitter before. But I'm sure you can make a good few sets out of them, give or take. Yeah. And this one's gonna be difficult. There is your other one. Alright, next step is to get the vinyl on. So, of course, use your transfer tape. Can I make it better on that one? Yeah, might be pushing that one. And this is where your card gets handy. Oops. So, transfer tape's on. And this is where kind of like your credit card, gift card, whatever, or your scraper comes in handy. You want to make sure, when you do the transfer, you want to make sure it's nice and smooth. Makes it a little easier to transfer. Yeah, talk to me. And then, see, so transfer tape, put the scales on, and then you want to slowly peel away the backing of your vinyl. And then, of course, you want to put this on top of here. So this is where it gets a little tricky. So you want to kind of try to center this as much as possible. And then I like to start kind of going down the middle. And then kind of laying out both sides. And this is, again, this is the part where it gets kind of tricky because this is oval, per se. Little circle, oval. It's a round shape. And as you can see, somebody doesn't want to stay on, so what I like to do too is I like to slowly peel and then push. Oops. There we go. Push and hold. And then kind of smooth out. So, again, this one's a little bit more trickier than my big one. Just because it's thinner lines, different design. But again, still a lot of fun to make. Yeah. Alright, so once you kind of get down to the bottom here, this is where it gets the most semi-tricky. And as you can see, as I'm peeling, I'm kind of trying to push down. So, again, once you get to the bottom, that's what gets a little most the tricky part. Just because, again, that roundness. So, you're going to have a little bit dents if you can figure out how to get rid of those dents without ruining up your design too much. Then be my guest. But, there you go. You got your mermaid scales. Of course, not the perfect, but you know what? I mean, you can't really tell unless you really look at it in a way. But all in all, I think it's really cute. I'm going to go ahead and do the other two here, and then we'll be done with these. Alright, so there is a tutorial on how to make these really cool mermaid scale ornaments. Again, really easy, really simple to do, except for this is a smidgely more challenge just because of those lines. But all in all, I really love enjoying making these, especially creating something different, something new, something you don't even think of. So I really hope this tutorial helps you. Like, subscribe, comment below, and if you have any more questions, just please comment and I will be happy to answer them. So I guess I will see you guys next time. Enjoy! Bye!